In today's video, I want to walk you through what changes I see coming to the real estate marketing landscape in 2024. Let's dive right in. I feel like before I dive into a video like this, if you're not familiar with me, I need to explain a little bit about who I am and why my opinion matters. My name is Ryan Dossey. I'm a real estate investor, but I own a direct mail business that operates in the real estate space. And I also own a call center that takes well over 10,000 calls a month for real estate investors and agents. What that means is we've got a really good pulse on what's going on in the market at any given time, what mediums people are using, what seems to be working and what's not. So this video is going to be based off of my personal experience as a real estate investor in multiple markets, as well as a licensed realtor, as well as a business owner that serves thousands of investors and realtors around the country. So to start, I'll be the first to admit I don't have a crystal ball, right? I can't look into the future and say, hey, this is exactly what's going to happen, but I can tell you what we see coming up on the horizon and what I think you should get ready for as a real estate investor. Now, if you're watching this and like myself, you're kind of entrepreneurial, I'm going to give you a couple tips of maybe some businesses you might want to look into starting or launching if you're looking to do something else. To start, let's address kind of the elephant in the room. Honestly, at this point, I feel kind of like I'm beating a dead horse, but that is text message marketing. I won't get into it. We've gotten into it before in previous videos. I'll link to above if you're watching this on YouTube, but long story short, TCPA regulations have made it dang near impossible to cold text a consumer that didn't opt into some sort of a web form or give you consent to text them. Carriers are blocking things that have keywords in it like house, property, cash, offer, etc. Honestly, for those of us not even going cold, just chatting with our own businesses, it's made it kind of a pain in the rear. The natural thing we've seen people pivot back to is cold calling. Well, my texts aren't going through and I don't have a huge budget, so let me just hit the phones, smile and dial, right? Well, that's not really working either. We're seeing an increase in numbers getting marked as spam by the carriers and calls not going through. The do not call list does still apply to folks, and we see more regulation coming down to filter back on that as well. If your phone looks anything like mine, I've gotten a lot less cold texts, but a lot more junk calls lately. So we've kind of gotten, the bad part out of the way, like what I see as going away. So what are some opportunities that we see coming up? First and foremost, I think you're going to see a resurgence in like classic business marketing. So things like direct mail, billboards, radio, TV, pay-per-click, Facebook ads, that kind of stuff. Now, if you've got a large marketing budget, that's like, cool, no big deal, we'll pivot. If you've got a small marketing budget or you're a newbie looking to like just start out, it's probably going to be a little bit more difficult for you. On the note of newbies that are just starting out, I think this is probably going to impact like the guru business of selling people the dream of real estate investing. You can't really tell people it's going to take them no time, no effort, no money, no credit, no skill, and then recommend they go try to set up a $100,000 a year TV campaign, right? It's probably just not going to happen. So those folks are going to likely push their people to reaching out to agents cold, things like what's for sale on Facebook, Craigslist, garage sales, etc. I've done some videos in the past of like free and low cost ways to find deals that I'll link to above. A shameless plug from our direct mail business. If you don't have a huge budget, the door hangers from Ballpoint Marketing have an incredible response rate. If you're already out and about driving for dollars, you might as well leave a hanger on it as well. Overall theme that I think you're going to see is an increase to the barrier of entry in kind of these classic mediums, right? Things like direct mail, your billboards, your TV, your radio campaigns, which means I think a lot of people are going to go digital. So funnels, Facebook ads, pay-per-click, YouTube, that kind of stuff. One challenge for the average investor is a lot of the groups, or they call them like agencies that run ads for other people, charge a retainer per market that's often $1 or $2,000. Well, in my experience as an investor, you can only spend so much money trying to reach such a small group of people online before you get like diminishing returns. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google don't let you target very niche to prevent redlining. So it's like a 15-mile radius is the smallest radius you can cast. You can't sort by age or income or any of that. So like best we can do is filter by things like people who are interested in home repairs or things of that nature, trying to find homeowners. Two places that I think are huge places for opportunity are things like connected TV and streaming. Like Hulu lets you run ads now, right? So looking into things like that. And the second is going to be email marketing. With text messaging kind of dying off, email is going to be kind of a natural next thing we step to. Now there's laws around cold emailing. That's not really what I'm recommending. But if you can build an email list, or if you can buy an existing email list from another business that has local homeowners on it, I think there's a big opportunity there in 2024. I've always been in the business of not like selling the dream, but helping folks like you and I that already have it. So I don't really see any of these as bad changes. If anything, I think we'll start to see, hopefully, a bit of a decrease in like the Wild West behavior that has been the past couple years of real estate investing. Thank you for taking the time to watch today's video. Again, my name is Ryan Dossey. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys next time.